just a quick vid on medication. Any type of medication. Be very careful. We think these medicines are here to help us solve all our problems. They're not. These medicines are making people poorly. These medicines are making people worse. Everything we think what's there, what's good for us, it ain't good for us. To be very wary, very careful of what medications are doing what. I've seen a lot of people on medication, I've seen what it does to them. Makes people poorly, makes people... Everything we think's good for us, it ain't good for us. Oh, just be careful. Be careful of these things. You know, I smoke tobacco, one of the worst drugs out there, and they sell it to you in the shop. Same with alcohol. You know, some of the worst drugs on the planet, and they sell us them through the shop. Then they sell us all this shit food, all these fizzy drinks. You want our teeth to rot, then they want you to go to a dentist to have some fillings put in your mouth full of mercury. So, you know, be careful what food you're eating, what you're drinking. Don't rely on, you know, these big brands. Don't rely on them thinking they're safe. Nothing's safe. We assume everything's safe, but believe nothing out there's safe. Stuff we're eating, we're drinking. And then we move on to chemtrails. Now, there's a scientist, he come out it were in July, he did a radio show in July. And this scientist come out, and this scientist is explaining to us why all these animals are just dropping dead, like you know, different species of animals, fishes just washing up, dolphins washing up, and it's all to do with this GM engineering. You know, you see these chemtrails, what they're spraying. That's basically what's happening. They're spraying these poisons, these nano aluminium, tiny aluminium particles. Under a microscope, you can see that they're tiny bits of aluminium. Some are hectagon, like 50p, tiny 50p shapes, and a load of other stuff, mercury, soft metals, you know, because soft metals are not good for us. Soft metals are poisonous. Hitler, in his concentration camps, he tested on them with fluoride. That's what they used in their experiment, and they found that it made the subjects docile and made them non-violent and such as that. So that's why we're seeing fluoride in our toothpaste, in our drinking water, in an whole range of products, fluoride. And that's what it's there for. It's to dumb down society, to keep us, you know, to keep us on a level, so we don't get to educate ourselves, if you like. We don't get to, you know, we don't get to use our brain to how it should be used, because they've like trying to put this blocker in place. So, you know, basically all we can do is try and overcome it and educate ourselves, arm ourselves with knowledge. You know, that's all we can do. I mean, looking into, you know, everything. I mean, from the popes to, you know, everything. Do your research. These popes are not who you think they are. You know, they're not all for God. We think they're for God and they're very holy people and this and that. They're not. They're exactly the opposite. What you call Antichrist. we've got to be on our guard with all these institutions, and institutions were set up by J.P. Morgan back in day. These schools, hospitals, dentists, all set up for a reason. We think they're there to help us. These institutions are not there to help us. We've got to be on our guard. We've got to start sharing information with each other, and I mean, what would we do if we couldn't share information like on this kind of platform? What would we do? What are you going to do when your mobile phone won't work because satellites have been cut out and we're on lockdown, it's on blackout? What are you going to do? You've got to be prepared. Don't rely on these people to have your back. Nobody's got your back. You've got to have your back. You've got to make sure you're okay. Stock up on whatever you're going to need. Tin this, tin that, just to survive through. Something will happen soon. Too many people are waking up. Too many people are becoming aware to what's happening, and it's going to become a problem for them. So along comes a new plague or and it'll go down in history as a couple of rats brung it in, and it all started from a couple of rats, like plague did. I think they'll just wipe us all out, and then they'll start from beginning again, won't they? They'll wipe us off, wipe us all out, and then technology and all that will go back in the box. It'll all get put away, and then it starts all over again, doesn't it? It's back to the Bronze Age. It goes round in a big circle. This history repeats itself. It's true, it does. That's what's happening, folks. We've got people who are in charge now, who are steering our lives and your lives, and it's not these politicians who we think it is. It's these rich families who own everything. They own Google, YouTube, they own all these shops, they own everything. So we're surrounded by it all, basically. It's just with research, I think you get to identify with what the system is and what it's about and what's happening. You sort of something clicks and you identify with it, and you can see from a different. You see with different eyes. You see from a different angle. You get to see what's going on, and you get to see that the satanic side of it. The satanicness. It's in everything. It's incorporated into everything. These people, when they're on about selling the souls, sold out, that's what they do. They sell the souls for a couple of bits of silver for some money. They sell out. You see them doing three sixes. They're not saying, yeah, I'm okay. It's 3 6s, or they'll cover one eye up, or that's just symbology. That's. They're on that side, that they're representing these people who are into this demonic stuff. We think cartoons are harmless. Personally, I don't have my television on because I've learned what television is and what it's doing to us, and I think they've cartoonised the devil over time, and made it seem like the devil is this, this character, this cartoon character. The devil's very real. The devil works through people. The devil gets people to do bad deeds, for money, sell the souls for money, and he works through people. These demonic beings, and it's not a cartoon. It's not all pretend. It's very real. It's just be on your guard, people. Don't forget, it's everything. Our reality, what we think is our reality, is not our reality. It's one what's been manufactured for us, and it's manufactured for the masses because it wants the masses to all be on the same page. They want everyone to be thinking the same, doing the same, thinking they know what everything's about because of, they've been taught it. And all I can suggest is do some research into things, and you'll find out things are very different to what you grew up imagining. And it's worth doing some research, finding out about what's what. Research chemtrails, research about the BBC. Type in BBC extortion racket explained. Type in demonic celebrities. Type in, learn things about Satan. Learn things about how it works, how this selling your soul type thing works, and try and gain an understanding about it. Yeah, so there'll be some more videos coming out soon about whatever, about stuff, about topics. Let's get chatting about stuff. Let's get debating. I did a video on our birth certificate, and someone said, "Well, I'm awake now. Now what do we do?" Well, all we can do is keep arming ourselves with knowledge and know how to apply ourselves, not as persons, as human beings, and know how to apply ourselves as human beings, because that's what we are. We just get forced into playing the life of a person because we don't know any different. We're not meant to know what a person is. We're not meant to know that we can live as a human being. But anyway, yeah, be on your guard to all this demonic energy, this dark demonic force, what's all around us. Be aware to it. It's everywhere. 666. When your eyes are opened, you start seeing it. It's intertwined into everything. All these logos, all these. So yeah, be on your guard, people. Good, good will overcome evil. So yeah, be on your guard. Peace out.